Hey guys, Quigon Quasar here, back again with another video, and in this video I am going to be talking about another Mass Effect Andromeda themed thing. In this video I'm going to be talking about why I like where the Andromeda plot is headed, what I can tell from the trailers and everything in terms of the plot, why I like where it's headed, and why I like the sort of the theme and the basis of it, because at its heart it's really like a massively different story. Oh crap, there's a lot of collectors. Excuse the bad gameplay, it's a live commentary, so I'm probably going to be quite bad at this. But at its heart, the new story is like massively different to the original Trilogy story. The original Trilogy story, you were playing like an existing galaxy where it's already set up, it's already, everything's already going on. And you're just put in a galaxy with a bunch of other beings, really. You're not starting up anything, it's not like a start of anything. And that galaxy's been there for a massive amount of time prior to the Commander Shepard character that you play as. It's just an already existing galaxy. But in this new one, it's like 100% a new frontier. You're one of the first people to, explore this galaxy and be in this new frontier, like I said. So it's going to have a very different theme to it. It's going to be a lot more of a survival game rather than a, well, not a survival game, but it's going to be a survival story and a fight for your life type of thing, as opposed to what the original Trilogy was like, which is more of like a fight the war and win the war type of thing, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I think it's very good that they've switched up the theme. It's not just, what the most recent Halo games have seemed like, they're just rehashing the same theme over and over again. And it's not that effective anymore, but with Mass Effect, they're really building on a completely new theme and a completely new dynamic. And like I said, it is very much a survival story. You start with very little, from what I can tell. You go in with a bunch of limited gear in these arcs, and there's very little resources. Not that many people either. You only take a few people, from what I can tell from the trailer. You only take some people along with you to go over to this new galaxy, and you only take a certain amount of gear and everything, so it's going to be very limited. It's definitely a survival story. You have to fight for a home and fight for resources, and this is shown in the some of the trailers where oh crap, there's a couple of guys down here. This is shown in the trailers where they said you have to go and earn resources to get your crewmates, waken your crewmates up. It sounds like you only start with very little, and then you've got to go and build outposts and stuff. I saw this in one of the gameplay trailers that they released over the last few days. You have to go and get resources and awaken more teammates and everything, and that sounds awesome. That sounds so cool. Awakening, like, you get to pick which crewmates you awaken. You can awaken like scientists, warriors, soldiers, or traders and everything, and that sounds absolutely awesome. It really, really does. I think that sounds really badass, and that is 100% a survival story. That's like fight for your life and start from the bottom type of thing, which I think sounds really, really, really awesome, and it's got a lot of potential to it. And another thing that I thought about is this is a completely new galaxy, and the new alien species, again, no spoilers, I believe they're called the Ket, I think. This new alien species, I'm guessing it originated in Andromeda, in the Andromeda galaxy. So if anything, they were already there before it, so it makes me wonder why we're actually fighting them in the game, why we're actually going to be taking them on and fighting them in the game. Why are the enemies, like, why would we fight them if they're, they might be territorial and everything, but at the end of the day, if they were there first, that's their home. So maybe, I don't think this will be how it turns out, but we could actually turn out to be the bad guys. We're not, like with the original Trilogy, you were just straight up the good guys. There was nothing about it. There's big ass beetles, machine beetle things, the Reapers, known as the Reapers, that wanted to kill everything. Fighting them makes you the good guy. It does. Fighting them makes you very much 100% the good guy, and all the people that you're on your side are the good guys, because you're fighting the straight up bad guys. But in this might be a little bit different, not so clear cut, because if we're fighting people that were already there before us in this new galaxy, it could make us the bad guy, or at least have some sort of elements to us, to the humans, to everyone that went over, with the Pathfinders and the Arcs and stuff, over to the Andromeda galaxy. It could make us kind of the bad guys, and I like the sound of that. I don't think we're going to go around doing evil laughs and killing people for no reason, but I think there's some like levels to it. It's quite deep levels to it that could imply that in the end we're going to end up being the bad guys. That's not a spoiler, again, that's just speculation. But another thing I like, this isn't really something that we've seen yet, but I think it has the potential for it. From the trailers, is it's a new frontier. It's like a whole new place, and people called could fight over resources. All the races, the Krogans, the Turians, the Quarians, humans, they could all forget the piece that they got at the end of Mass Effect 3 to fight over some new thing. It's very possible, and I think that's something that could very well happen, which is also very interesting as well, because that's, like I said, in the original game, at least in, Mass Effect 3, the Krogans and everyone that wasn't the Reapers or Cerberus, they were sort of the good guys. There was a few bad ones, but at the end of the day, towards the end of the war, you couldn't not fight against the Reapers. You had to be a good guy. You could not avoid becoming a good guy, really. Any of the characters, I mean, like even the most evil and nastiest of the Krogan ended up being good guys fighting against the Reapers. So in this new plot, in this new land, a lot of the so-called good guys could turn very, very bad fighting over these new resources or like a new planet or anything. And again, I don't know if that happens, but it certainly has the potential to do it. I can definitely see the story going in that direction, which will be absolutely awesome, because I hate the Krogans. I just want to fight them again. I don't really. I just thought they made a really, really interesting enemy, and all the enemies that all the teammates or all the allies that you had in the original trilogy could actually become enemies. They could become like sworn enemies, and rivals, or they could become what the Geth were like or what the Collectors were like, which is really cool. I don't think they'll like any of the original races will end up being like the main bad guys. I think that's the new alien species that are the main bad guys, or maybe even the remnant, the thingy, that like the robot things. I don't know what they are, but maybe they'll turn out to be the bad guys. I don't know yet. Obviously, I don't know the plot, but it would be cool just to have some instead of just one straight up, oh, they're bad guys, kill them. It's cool that they've added multiple tiers to these new aliens. That it's their home, but we're fighting them, so it might not actually make them straight up the bad guys. And it's also cool that the old allies could actually become new enemies now in this new land, in this new frontier, which is really cool. I really like the idea behind that. And another thing that I really like about, and this, I don't think this is potential. I think this is just straight up what is going to happen. It's not a spoiler. I just think this is the way people are going to look at the character. The new character, Ryder, whether or not you play it as a female protagonist or a male protagonist, he or she is like brand new. They haven't proven themselves. Commander Shepard became a Spectre very early on in the first Mass Effect game, and once he did, he sort of earned respect from all sources. It's hard not to respect the first human Spectre, and the only people that didn't really respect him were the people that wanted to kill him, but even then they sort of probably respected him. So you were born into, and you started into a lot of respect and a lot of advantages in Mass Effect as a player when you played Mass Effect. But in this new game, you're playing as someone who just another Marine, just another guy. He's not a Spectre. He's not like super powered, from what I can tell. He's just like a normal Marine, but specially trained. He's certainly not on the level of Spectres, I don't think. Maybe the Pathfinders are the new Spectres, but they don't seem to be sort of cut from the same cloth as a Spectre would. And I like that. I like that it's it's a new dynamic, and it seems like this new game and this new story is a completely not a restart, but a completely fresh level of story, which is really, really cool, I think. And it's really cool that they've added it, and you will probably have to end up proving yourself in this new game, which is really badass. It's really cool that you're not just you're not just born into the Spectre or Authority or anything, because that's what it was. Spectres could say something, and people had to respect their authority and what they said. So it's cool that they've switched that up a little bit, and they're gonna make it a little bit more of a survival story now than than it was originally. Well, let's just take this guy out here, and people would like automatically respect you. You were just given respect as a Spectre in in the original trilogy. So I think it's cool that they've changed that up. I'm about to die. 1 second. There we go. We got him. So I think it's cool that they've changed that up, and they've made it more sort of more of a grind, and it's going more of a hustle, so to speak. And I feel like this new, just to finish off the video here, I feel like this new story is going to have like a completely new theme and a completely new dynamic, as I said before, to it, which is really, really promising, I think. Like I said, but in the case with Halo, if any of you guys are fans of Halo, it's sort of like, it was really, really promising right up until like Halo 4, prior to Halo 4, and then it just sort of rehashed the same story over and over and over again. Hey, Vetch, again, interrupting one of my videos. it sort of became you know, a rehash each time, and it's by each Halo game it's becoming more of you know, remake of the last one, so to speak. So I like that Mass Effect, another, you know, leading sci-fi title, isn't falling into that category. It's coming up with new, you know, new plots and a new story, and it's awesome. It looks absolutely awesome, and it's looking really, really cool. I cannot wait to play it. We only got one more day, and it comes out on the EA Access service thing, and I cannot wait to play it. It's gonna be awesome. Definitely keep it posted for more Mass Effect gameplay videos over the next you know, over the next couple of days, because there is going to be tons on my channel. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it or found it, you know, interesting or informative in any way, please give me a like. It would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. If you want to see more of my videos, I'll probably be doing a couple more of these Mass Effect Andromeda speculation videos, and then I'll move on to the actual Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay once the game is released on EA Access. If you want to see all of those, like tons of Mass Effect Andromeda videos, more than any other YouTube channel out there, I guarantee, then definitely stick around and subscribe. You'll have plenty to watch, plenty of Mass Effect Andromeda videos to watch. I'll practically become like a Mass Effect YouTuber once it comes out. I'm that crazy about it. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.